She texted me at 7:42 p.m. "I'm not coming home today. Don't wait up." No explanation. No emotion. Just that. For a few seconds, I stared at the screen, waiting for more. Maybe a follow-up message, a reason, a typo, something. But nothing came. The three dots never appeared. It wasn't the first time Emily had done something strange, but this one felt different. A tone you could only recognize after years of being dismissed. The kind that says, "I don't owe you an explanation." I didn't type back right away. I just watched the message glow on my screen as the clock ticked toward 8. The sound of rain hitting the window filled the silence. And in that moment, I realized I wasn't angry. I was done. 3 months earlier, she had started changing. Distant, distracted, living half her life through her phone. Late, team dinners, endless strategy meetings, and a new perfume I'd never seen her wear before. I wasn't stupid. I'd known something was off, but I'd convinced myself that patience was loyalty. So when her message came, it didn't break me. Confirmed what I already knew. My reply was short, cold, surgical. "Take your time. I already packed your things." I didn't send it out of spite. I sent it because I was finally free of pretending. 10 minutes later, my phone buzzed. "What do you mean?" I didn't answer. I poured myself a drink instead, whiskey, neat, and let the burn settle my thoughts. For years, I'd been the one chasing explanations, calming storms she created, apologizing for things I never did. That night, I didn't chase. 15 minutes passed. Another text. "Are you serious? Where are you?" Still, I said nothing. Instead, I scrolled back through our old photos. Smiles that now looked staged, moments that had aged badly. The picture from our anniversary dinner where she sat half-turned, checking her phone between bites. The one from Christmas, where she'd posted it online with a caption that said, "Grateful for everything," but never tagged me. I remembered asking her once if she was happy. She laughed and said, "You worry too much." Maybe she was right. But that night, for the first time, I didn't worry at all. The phone buzzed again. Then again. This time, her tone shifted. "Please answer me, Ryan. You're scaring me. Where are you?" I smiled faintly. Scaring her. That was new. For years, she had held every card. The silence, the confusion, the control. And now, with one emotionless reply, the balance had changed. I could almost picture her, pacing, overthinking, replaying everything she'd said and done. Maybe realizing that her little drama had lost its audience. At 9:15, she called. I watched the screen light up with her name and let it ring until it stopped. The next message came a minute later. "I just needed some space. I didn't mean it like that. Please talk to me." Her words felt hollow, a reflex, not remorse. The kind of thing people say when they feel control slipping away. I leaned back on the couch, took another sip, and let the silence swallow the room. For the first time in months, I didn't feel anxious. I didn't feel broken. Just still. I opened her message again, read it twice, and this time I answered, not to explain, not to fight, just to end it all. "You already took all the space you needed. Don't worry. I won't be here when you get back." And then I turned off my phone. When I woke up the next morning, sunlight cut through the blinds, and for a brief second, I forgot what had happened. Then I saw the suitcase by the door, hers, and the folded note I'd written before I went to bed. It wasn't poetic. Just a few plain sentences. "You stopped being my home long before you stopped coming to it." I didn't wait for her to return. I'd already called a friend to help me move some things into my brother's apartment across town. My phone stayed off and the silence felt strange, but not unbearable. By the time I turned it back on around noon, there were 12 missed calls and 9 messages. "Ryan, please. I need to talk to you. It's not what you think. I'm coming home now. Please be there." Each message sounded more frantic than the last. It was almost surreal. The same woman who had spent months acting like my presence was optional was now terrified of my absence. I didn't reply. I let her wonder. At 2:10 p.m., a final text came through. "If you're gone when I get back, I'll never forgive myself." I read that one twice, not out of sentiment, but disbelief. Forgive herself? For what? Neglect, manipulation, betrayal. Forgiveness wasn't hers to offer anymore. By the time she reached the house, I was long gone. But curiosity, or maybe closure, made me open the security app later that evening. Through the front door camera feed, I saw her arrive. She looked different, disoriented. The confident woman who once controlled every conversation now looked small, desperate. She fumbled with the keys, stepped inside, and froze the moment she saw the empty shelves and the suitcase by the door. Her lips moved, but I couldn't hear her. She picked up the note from the table and sank into a chair. For nearly 10 minutes, she didn't move, just stared at the folded paper like it was a mirror reflecting everything she'd lost. Then she broke, shoulders trembling, hands covering her face. I didn't feel joy watching it. No satisfaction, no revenge. Just a strange, quiet acceptance that the story had finally ended. That night, she texted again. I made mistakes. I thought you'd never leave. I'm sorry. Can we talk? Please. But there was nothing left to say. Apologies are currency that lose value when they come too late. I didn't answer that night or the next. Days passed. Eventually, the calls stopped. Silence replaced the chaos. It's been 3 months now. I'm still in that small apartment, smaller, quieter, but peaceful in a way I'd forgotten peace could feel. Sometimes I still think about her, not with bitterness, but with a strange gratitude. She taught me what indifference really means and how powerful it can be. Because when she said she wasn't coming home, she expected anger, pleading, a fight. Instead, I gave her something she didn't know how to handle. Nothing. Silence can scream louder than any argument. Last week, out of curiosity, I checked her social media. Every trace of our life together was gone. No photos, no tags, not even the married status. Just curated smiles and empty captions. A performance for strangers. I closed the app and smiled. Some endings don't need closure. They just need distance. I still remember that first message. I'm not coming home today. Back then, I thought it was the start of my loneliness. Now I know it was the start of my peace. Because sometimes, the coldest reply isn't born from anger. It's born from finally realizing you deserve better than explanations that never come. And if she ever wonders why I never responded again, well, maybe she'll understand one day. That silence was my answer all along.